Well, good morning to you. Grampa Scott back with another story and adventure to share with you. I hope you'll enjoy this one. I wanted to show you on a globe where our story comes from today. Here's the United States of America, and the book that we're going to be reading today takes place all the way across the Atlantic Ocean to a country right in here in what we call Europe, and the country is France. And France is where today's story comes from, and the book is called Madeline. But before we start, Grandpa has to look like the people from France. So I'll put on my French hat and put on my French scarf and throw that around so that I'm ready to share this amazing story with you guys. So let's dive right in and see what the story of Madeline is all about. All right, so it says, in an old house in Paris that was covered with vines lived 12 little girls in 2 straight lines. In 2 straight lines they broke their bread and brushed their teeth and went to bed. They smiled at the good and they frowned at the bad. And sometimes they were very sad. They left the house at 9:30 in 2 straight lines. In rain or in shine. The smallest one was Madeline. She was not afraid of mice, oh no. She loved winter, snow, and ice. To the tiger in the zoo, Madeline just said, "Pooh-pooh." And nobody knew so well how to frighten Miss Corral. In the middle of the night, Miss Carvel turned on her light and said, "Something is not right." Little Madeline sat in bed, cried and cried. Her eyes were red. And soon after Dr. Cohen came, he rushed out to the phone. He dialed Danton 106. "Nurse," he said, "it's an appendix." Everybody had to cry. Not a single eye was dry. Madeline was in his arm, in a blanket safe and warm. In a car with a red light, they drove out into the night. Madeline awoke 2 hours later in a room with flowers. Madeline soon ate and drank. On her bed there was a crank. And the crank on the ceiling had a habit of sometimes looking like a rabbit. Wow! Outside there were birds and trees and sky. And so 10 days passed quickly by. One nice morning, Miss Carvel said, "Isn't this a fine day to visit?" Who do you think? Madeline! Visitors from 2 to 4 read the sign outside her door, tiptoeing with solemn face, with some flowers and a vase. They walked and then said, "Ah," when they saw the toys and candy and the dollhouse from Papa. But the biggest surprise by far on her stomach was a scar. "Goodbye," they said, "we'll come again." And the little girls left in the rain. They went home and broke their bread and brushed their teeth and went to bed. In the middle of the night, Miss Carvel turned on the light and said, "Something is not right." And afraid of a disaster, Miss Carvel ran fast She ran very fast and faster. And she said, "Please, children, do tell me what is troubling you." And all the little girls cried, "Boo-hoo! We want our appendix out too." "Good night, little girls." "Thank you, Lord, you are well. And now go to sleep," said Miss Carvel. And she turned out the light and closed the door, and that's all there is. There isn't any more. Well, that was your cute story. Madeline, all the way from France. I can't wait till next time's adventure. I'm not even sure where we might go or where we might be, but it'll be a great one. So, go outside and have some fun and have a great day. And this time is done.